What's good, everybody? It's your brother Nubreed coming through with another live stream. Maybe a bit windy out here, so put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. What's going on, everybody? I see y'all rolling in. There's dozens of people in here, but they only showing one person in the queue. You know, I want to go ahead and put this video out here now so you can see that there's a pattern every year. There's planned chaos every Halloween. And this Halloween is no different. There's a lot of spiritual warfare that takes place around this time of the year because a lot of God's empowered individuals or even targeted individuals have to endure the spells from witches, warlocks. There's a lot of incantations, divination that takes place around this time of the year. It's a very dark time of the year. There's a lot of rituals being conducted by the elite. And what they do can take a toll on an ordinary person if you open up doors. If you open up doors to allow those entities in, then it can take an effect on your household. So it's extremely important that you stay prayed up around this time. It's extremely important that you stay out the way, meaning, you know, you're not participating in the festivities, because there's some planned chaos around the corner as well. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. It's pretty windy outside. I didn't realize how windy it was. So let me know if y'all can hear me. Because, okay, I see the ones. Yeah, there's definitely a certain frequency out there right now that we should all take notice of. I mean, November 1st, a lot of people's SNAP benefits are officially going to be shut down. So we got to keep in mind that, pardon me, you know, a lot of people are on edge. So you got to stay away from certain environments. You know, everybody can sense what's going on this holiday season, not just Halloween. But we're talking about from Halloween all the way throughout Christmas. From Halloween all the way out through Christmas, their so-called holidays, you know, there's going to be a lot of restrictions for subsidies, welfare, any type of support, not to mention all of the loss of jobs that took place very much recently. A lot of people are out of jobs right now, and coming into this season, you're going to have people with nothing to lose out there as normal. They do this. They pull these type of things off. And we end up taking places right around Halloween. The sacrifices begin. Get your children out of those streets, because you allowing them to knock on total strangers' doors is a no-no in 2025. I don't know why you would be doing that. I don't know why you would participate in any of these holidays when they are starving the people out. It's about that time you stop participating. Look, they're not going to give you any assistance. You know, they're going to be cutting jobs without giving answer. You shouldn't be participating in their retail scam every year, giving back into the system. Stop celebrating these holidays, man. And all of you people out there that claim to be Christians, stop being lukewarm. Cut it out. You're not a Christian celebrating Halloween. Um, let's just stop, right? Stop participating in their systems. Save your money this year. Save your money this year because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. You know, it's a time where you should do exactly what Akira just said in the chat, and that's stock up on food. She said she stocked up for the last 5 months. That's actually something I'm considering doing today, early during the day, opposed to waiting till tomorrow or waiting till this evening. I recommend that people start, pretty much stay in the house today or tonight rather. Tonight, I recommend everybody be tucked away because you're going to see mass shootings as well every Halloween. I mean, I'm saying this right now, and then later on, mark my words, y'all going to say, man, Breed called it. Mark my words at this timestamp, where we at, 6:10. I'm saying that there's going to be some loss of life this year, some type of shooting. There's going to be some type of catastrophic event that takes place tonight because why? It's planned chaos. Because this is a time where they energy harvest. This is a time where they make their sacrifices. And it's a time where a lot of times celebrities end up dying. So you got to look out for that too. It's like clockwork. It happens every year. And when you just one who can notice the patterns, you just notice it. Excuse me. When you can see, you can see. And so I recommend you stay out of highly concentrated areas. These people are walking around real janky like, wearing masks, and look, you shouldn't want your children dressing up as witches, warlocks, demons, serial killers. It's got to come a time where you mature and understand that America is going to a place that's really similar to a horror movie. Really similar to a horror movie. Yeah, that's right. Them shapeshifters be out here this time of year. They really do. Stay out the Halloween party. Ladies, fellas. Ladies, there's a lot of human trafficking going on around this time of the year. You ladies want to get out here and get all cute, have dressed. There's little to no police presence around Halloween for whatever reason. And you out here with skimpy clothing on. You could be in the wrong neighborhood, wrong place, wrong time, and no one will ever hear from you. It's just that's the reality of the situation. Keep your eyes up, keep your head on a swivel. I just recommend you stay in. Stay in, because there's some kind of planned chaos coming out. I don't know about y'all, but me personally, I'm very sensitive to these type of things. I can feel certain shifts in the environment. And this holiday season in general will be very much chaotic. Very much chaotic. Yeah, a lot of people come up missing. A lot of children come up missing on this day. And they're setting up for what? They're setting up for the Halloween, the Christmas rituals, pardon me. They're setting up for the Thanksgiving sacrifices. All of that's happening. So you got to be on point and game tight. Somebody said projecting and witchcraft is out here. Rebuke them in the name of Yeshua. Exactly. Get close to, listen, you want to get close to Christ this Halloween. The one they call Jesus Christ, but we call Yeshua, some call Yeshaya, some call Yehoshua, Yahawashai, whatever you saying. Whatever name you call him, he winks on our ignorance. He knows who we talking about. I don't debate the name. But just know that you want to be in the right place, and you want to be around people who bring you peace, and or by yourself. It doesn't matter, but you want to be safe this Halloween. Let me see. Somebody says rebuke them in the name of Yeshua. We rebuke them in the name of Yeshua. That's right. Yeah, I mean, listen, America's doing a lot of things to create this ticking time bomb. They're doing a lot of things to create this ticking time bomb. Somebody said they think Halloween's origin came from Ireland. Halloween's origin is definitely something that came from the pagans, just like the rest of these holidays. Them Idumeans, those weirdos and freaks. Let's see. Since the wind is not blowing too much, let's walk it out. Yeah, it's a time where you want to stay prayed up. Yeah, it is. It's definitely Celtic. Halloween is definitely Celtic. And I want y'all to pay attention to what happens later on. We're going to be seeing the news briefs, and y'all going to think, wow, Nubreed said it. Because November 1st is a shift, and people going to be out, and there's certain planned attacks that the so-called powers that be have lined up. And we're going to be able to break down which ones was false flags, which ones was just demons crashing out. As I was saying before, some of y'all going to be at the party, and y'all going to see them damn shapeshifters, because they be out here on Halloween. Faces just contorting and morphing, and people can say we crazy, but no, we just see things spiritually. Yeah, today, that's right. CJ got it. Today through the rest of the year, you definitely want to have the full armor on. You definitely want to be steadfast, set apart, long-suffering. Yep. So, you got to stay pretty much out the way. Under the hedge and protection of the Almighty. Don't let anything in. And, you just got to be careful out here. Because what they do, what the so-called powers that be do, is they do mass rituals. All of these missing people that you haven't seen, that they haven't found, around a holiday season, this is what happens. Y'all remember there was missing people at Queen Elizabeth's mansion years ago. This is what they do. They go through their annual rituals, and they do their witchcraft, and they do their seances, and they have their meetings. And it can affect the people only if there's a portal or a point of entry. So make sure that you keeping clean. Clean your homes. Clean your homes. Make sure everything is nice and tidy. Because it is a time of warfare. Pray over the children. Pray for them, because witches, they love to target children around this time of the year. These are just the things that we got to remind ourselves as followers of Christ. This is just something that we got to keep reminding ourselves, so we don't get sidetracked with the world. Yep. Just like the movies. Them guys gotta be invited in. So keep that in mind. Anyway, I got more material coming. I'll be streaming pretty much multiple times today. Just keeping y'all updated because there's a lot going on. But I will touch bases with y'all in a few. Make sure y'all like the video, like, comment, share, subscribe. Talk to me in the chat. If you've ever experienced spiritual warfare on Halloween, I know that I have. It's something about this time of year when you've been chosen by the Most High, and there's a lot of witches and warlocks that are trying to derail your purpose. That around this time of year it's very important to stay safe. But talk to me, y'all. I chop it up with y'all later. Shalom and peace.